Hello everybody, welcome to OCHD and welcome to Jumputi Heroes. We've got another news video today on the Black Clover second feature festival, which is around the Elf Reincarnation arc. This event is a little bit on the smaller side for what I maybe would have wanted for it. I think we're seeing again what we saw last month, where we had like a jam-packed event, and as we were coming out of the back of that, we were going into a feature festival, and maybe we thought this event would be a little bit bigger. Maybe there's a couple of things, I don't know. I mean, you saw my predictions. I think I had like, what, 10, 11 characters in there, and that's just not what we've got here. So anyway, let's talk about the event. Login bonus lets you get the membership certificate, which you need for the emblems, and grimoires, which is the summoning ticket for this event. I think I've got a couple, so we might be able to do some pulls on those a bit later. And if you get a 5-star, guaranteed Black Clover unit, so that's good. And yes, as I was saying before, you need these points and you need the certificate to choose which squad you want to represent. I don't know, like, you just get the emblem. It doesn't really mean much. Still don't know which one I'm gonna pick. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be made available at some point in the future, so that everybody can get them for their collection. Yeah, no, there's not a lot to say about this one. Kind of wish there was a bit more to it than that. The missions, which is actually a slightly different format to what we normally have, because the missions are broken down into 3 separate parts, so you can only access them by doing a certain task. The missions are basically the same. They're just asking you to collect the same item, which is this thing here that you literally just get for clearing stages, any stage that's not like a 1 stamina or whatever. And yeah, you have to evolve Sekri to 6-star. If you're just starting the event, I recommend you do this first, because you just beat the first stage, you get her copying the missions, and you just evolve that to 6-star. That will unlock set 1. Then you can start farming Rhea, which is a Transcendent. Get Rhea to max luck for set 2, and then Fauna comes out in a week, I think. Well, we'll see, but the rewards are okay, I guess. The Royal Defense ticket is a little bit disappointing, because it's like, it's a 10-step ticket, and we've had plenty of these in the past. Stuff like the Genkai battle tickets are a 10-step ticket as well. And you know, you get a guaranteed 5-star at the end, but as you can see from the banner there, it's not a particularly exciting character port. It might have 2019, 2020 units or whatever, but nothing exciting there. I was kind of hoping we wanted some of the new units on there. I don't know. A 5-star's a 5-star, I guess. And the missions aren't that hard, so fair enough. Then we have the daily stage, which will give you this new training scroll, and I have used this on I hadn't leveled up Yuna yet. I used it on Yuna, and I think it took 3 of the ultimate scrolls and then 2 of these, and that took Yuna from level 2 to level 12. So there's quite a lot of EXP being gained there. That's not bad. So just make sure you clear this every day. There's missions for it as well, so it's a given you should be clearing this every day. And then we have our first new character, Rhea. I believe I predicted Rhea would come. I mean, one of the more prominent characters in the arc. Not what I really care about that much, but only a Transcendent, to be fair. Not taking up a major portion of the event. And the sprite is fairly decent, so you can't really complain. Now, this event is one of a few in this one that do sort of feel like they're padding out the event, which I don't really mind, because like, if the event is only going to have 7 characters, you might as well put something there to add a little bit of just something to do. I don't know, something to do. And well, that's exactly what this is. You can clear it 6 times a day during the event period, and you get these what were they called? Mortal Desires. These balls, I don't know. And collect those to summon on this gacha and you can get some freebies. It's certainly an event. It's certainly an event. But yeah, you know, you're not going to turn your nose up at free jewel shards and limit break doors and stuff, so fair enough. Then we have Fana, who starts on the 4th. Okay, so... Oh, only in a few days. Fana only starts in a few days. And... Again, nice sprite. Transcendent class. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Generally speaking, I'm not I'm not super excited by the farmables we got in this event. I guess I was hoping for maybe just a little bit more, but you know, we still got one more to talk about. Or two more to talk about actually. And yeah, not much to say here. Not much to say. Sekri, Swallowtail, as the catastrophe stage. Technically not as the catastrophe stage, you fight Zagred, but Zagred is not playable yet. And I do believe this is pretty much bang on for what I predicted. I think I did predict that, because in my head it made sense to have Sekri come out now and then have Zagred there sort of as a teaser, so that you know later on we're gonna drop something that counters him. What's it gonna be? And I think most people were probably saying it will be Muso Lumiere, wherever or whenever that may be. Could come under different circumstances, perhaps, I don't know. But we know he's coming. We know he has been made, so that's a good start. And Sekri, gotta say, loving the Aura costume, very good, very good. And I would say I was happy I got this one right. I was happy I got this one right. I'm happy she's been added, and I don't know if everyone agrees with that, because I've seen a few people saying, oh, Sekri should have come out later and Zagred should have been here. But you know what? I don't care. I like it. I like it when they tease an enemy that will come out later, and they don't do it that often. So, so I'm perfectly fine with this. Then we have the Dungeon Capture campaign, which comes in a few parts. Now, my descriptions of these parts may be... I think they're accurate, but in-game they didn't publish all the info. They haven't told us everything about this campaign yet. So I've just had to gather from what I found in the data and just kind of piece it together. So I hope it's right, but we don't have all the information officially released yet. But the way this works is this stage you can clear once a day. So this takes over from the stage with that gives you the scroll with is it, how do you say it? Fuegoleon? Whatever. This takes over from that as the daily stage. You clear it once a day, but you could also reopen the stage. So you'll get 100 rubies on first clear each day, but that is only first clear. Then when you've got it reopened for the 30 minutes, it will literally just be you farm it and you just get rewards that are random drops, and you can see some of the random drops in there. I don't know if rubies are going to be available as a random drop. That seems unlikely, but definitely jewel shards and scrolls and limit break doors and all that good stuff. And I'm hoping it gives us some good EXP as well. I don't know. This is one of the few stages we have that unlock in this way. I think we've had what there are stages that open with keys like the standard keys, like the bronze key, silver key, gold key, rainbow key. But we've also had stages like the gentle criminal stage and like the light Yagami stage that require a special item to open for 30 minutes. This is not farming a character though, this is just farming goodies, so I don't know what you're going to get out of that 30 minutes of farming. I guess we'll see. But yeah, interesting idea. And the way you get the key is from this event / events. You collect the Devil's Footsteps, which these feet, and they will allow you to clear some missions. There'll be a new mission every day. I assume it'll be the same mission, but There'll be a mission every day that will allow you to get a key just from collecting these feet, the footsteps. And yeah, so you clear this stage or this stage to get them. Now it does say that this stage gives more of them. I don't really have any context for, like, is there any reason I would clear this stage instead? Is this one like way harder? Is this one like once a day or something? I don't know. But there are 2 stages you can clear to get the feat. And you can get Charlotte. Now I don't know if I said this in the predictions either, but I was thinking that she would be added at some point, and then later down the line they could just take this exact same sprite and just erase those little bits on her face that make her from this arc, the L3 Incarnation arc, and then you got Charlotte Rosalie, and you've got a whole new unit, which I do think they will do at some point. I don't know when, but okay, cool. So she's a free farmable. She's not really tied into any of the missions or anything because this is much later in the event. So just a cool little farmable they've added in at the end. And you can also get other stuff in the shop. Nicely, full-size jewels, not just jewel shards. You can get full-size jewels from this store, and rubies and tickets. Looking good, gotta say, looking good. It looks like Black Clover units will boost the drop rate, so fair enough. And yeah, again, I don't really know. I don't really know the context for the second stage, but we shall see. We shall certainly see. Then we have the epilogue stage. Just clear it once, get a stamp. Nothing special there. The tower boost, which I'm not looking forward to, but can't be helped. And now we have the limited gacha. And I wanted to talk about this because this particular format is very interesting. We've seen it before. Otokojuku had the same sort of format. The actual steps are different, but the idea of having the limited with the new standard gacha units on the banner with them started with Otokojuku. And I love that banner, and I talked about how much I loved it during that event, and I still do. One thing I think would actually be quite smart on their point, I don't know if this is intentional. I have a feeling it may be intentional. But people are going to be more reluctant to summon on new heroes gachas or gacha around Christmas time, because they know come January, come February, we're going to get that pool update and they're going to have all these tickets to use. And if they spend a load of rubies now, that's going to set them back in 2 ways. On the one hand, they might get the unit they want from the new hero gacha, but then they might get them on a ticket in January or February, so it's a waste of rubies. And you also have to consider that Christmas and New Year tends to have some crazy banners on, and New Year specifically normally has a big unit tied to it. You're gonna want rubies for that, so wasting them would be a bad idea. This gacha, however, puts the new heroes on the limited banner, and it's like, hey, you know what? If you go 3 multis, not only do you have a chance of getting Yuno and Asta, who are the new limited, but the new heroes are on there as well. So you have the opportunity to get lucky. But if you don't get lucky, 3rd multi, you're guaranteed a new unit. And that is way better than normal limited banners. Is it better than normal new hero banners? Yes, of course it is, because a normal new heroes banner wouldn't give you a chance of getting a limit, but you'd still get the limit on the 3rd multi. So I rate these very highly. I don't know if it's as good for people that are like, is it as good for like the whales of the game? I suppose it is, right? Because if they'll want new heroes as well. It's just a bonus at the end of the day. And the way it loops back around this time is it just goes to the 9th multi and then goes back. So on the 9th multi, you get the ticket that will let you choose whether you want Astra and Yuno, Fugolion, or Nozel. So, kind of alright. I still think the 6th multi being guaranteed 5-star is a bit lame, but this banner is much better than a normal limited or new heroes banner, so credit where credit's due, I suppose. I guess the only way it's sort of bad is if you want both the new heroes. Because if you want both the new heroes and you don't and you don't get them there, like, it could be troublesome. It could be quite troublesome. Because you're not, realistically, I can't imagine a soul using this ticket on anything other than the limited, unless they somehow, let's say you were willing to go to the 9th for the limited, you got to the 8th, you got the character, and you already had, say, Fugolion, and you're like, you know what, I might as well use the ticket on Nozo, and then I have all 3. I could see that maybe, but for the most part, I don't think anyone would do that. So I think that it's nice that these characters have been added. Big fan of Nozzle, but it's fine. It's whatever. They not only did they use Fugolion, they used like the exact moment in the manga I was talking. I don't know if I talked about it, but that I used for the panel where he like shows up to help out Leopold. So gassed about that. And Asta and Yuno, I don't really care. I think it's cool that they're here. I assumed they would come at some point. In my head, I was kind of expecting them to be. They were talking about a new dual unit for New Year. I was kind of expecting it to be them, and I thought that this time around it would make more sense to have somebody else. I know when I made my predictions it wasn't that likely, but I feel like Noelle at least had a good chance of being a limited. She's not here. Maybe some other time, I don't know. And they're fine. As a unit, they're very good. We'll talk about the units in another video. But they are what they are. We are going to take this opportunity to summon, I believe. Normally, like I said, I wouldn't. However, only 3 multis, you get guaranteed new unit and a chance of getting a limited as well on the way up. So I can't really say no to that. Just going to quickly do the single summon to get us started, and hopefully this could be 5-star. This could be Asta YUNO. Nope, silver. It's been a while since I got 5-star on a single. Been a long old time, but it has happened in the past. And then we're gonna jump in and do 3 multis. That's all we'll do. We're not going all the way because, like I said, this near to Christmas, you can't really justify summoning for the new heroes. But at the same time, if I've got a chance of getting the limited as well, I've kind of got to say, you know what, it's probably worth it. So I'm gonna do it. 3rd multi. Well, 1st multi's dead. There's nothing there for me. There's nothing there. 2nd multi. I need a 3rd multi guaranteed 5-star. If we could get 1 5-star before then, that would be great. Gold. Gold's normally good. Gold's normally good. Gold's not good. Ah. 3rd multi. What we want is 2 5-stars here, because the 1 5-star is guaranteed to be either Fugolion or Nozzle. But there's another one. There's a chance, you know. If there's another one, there's a chance. 2? 2? 2. Let's go. You're not who I wanted to see, to be honest. We got Nozzle Silver. No. It's just not who we wanted. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. This could be Fugolion, to be fair. There's still a chance. It could just be a random 5-star as well, but you never know. Ah. Takeshi. No, no, no. Okay, so that was essentially the worst outcome. I mean, he's fine, I guess. He's fine. It wasn't completely the worst outcome because I got 2 5-stars, but look, Takeshi dupes is not really what I was summoning for. So there you go. Not the best, but I guess can't be choosers. So we're moving on. All in all, I'm happy with this banner, and I do like this banner format. I think it would be too much to have it every event, because I'd be tempted to pull every event. But every once in a while, I'm totally down. Turning Heroes Gacha, don't summon on this. Even if you're a Black Clover fan, even if you want all the units, don't Please don't. Well, actually, if you're a Black Clover fan, it's not bad. But if you have any of these units, I think it's a waste of rubies. If you don't have any, then sure, go nuts. You could at least do the 500, get one guaranteed 5-star. This... Don't summon on it. Don't summon on it. I still can't decide whether these banners are worse or not since they've added these extra steps. Well, it's one extra step in this case, but I think they are worse. I think they are actually worse. I don't know. Either way, I'm not a fan, and I wouldn't recommend summoning on this. The sales packs, to quickly go through. This pack, only buy it if you're a whale. This pack, actually not too bad. This pack, only buy it if you're a whale. This pack, how much is it? 1840, 450. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's not worth it. Don't buy it. It's not worth it. This, don't buy it. It's not worth it. And there we go. There we go. That was easy. Countdown to Christmas, limited gacha. I've called it Countdown to Christmas, but oh, I forgot to mention, on the side of the screen, you will see Meso dressed as one of the Black Balls, a lovely little sprite made by Yon in the Discord. Probably should have said that earlier in the video. Shout out to Yon. But yes, Countdown to Christmas. We have some limited gacha, and these are quite tasty. They include a lot of the latest units. You can see the lore is pretty new. Toriko, pretty new. Obviously, Kurapika's a lot older. And Yugi is a bit older. But, I mean, it's hard to deny this is a pretty nice banner. You've got 3 limiteds from 2021 plus Kurapika. And then I think the same on this banner, except instead of plus Kurapika, it's plus Goku and Vegeta. This banner, not quite the same, because Zenitsu and Gotenks are both technically last year, but they're both at the end of last year, so kind of alright. And the wood one, all this year except Ichigo. But these are some of the nicest countdown banners we've had in quite some time. I think the blue one definitely stands out as very tantalizing. Unfortunately, one of the newest units on here, Jotaro, probably the least interesting of the lot. But still a cool character, so that's fine. Yeah, I've called this a countdown to Christmas, but realistically it's the countdown to the event that will be on during Christmas that we currently don't know a lot about. If you look at the roadmap, which hopefully Future Robert has chucked up on the screen there for you, this period of time, Christmas time, at the end of the Black Clover event, all we really know about it is there will be a new type of event for Christmas. We know that at some point during December, could be Christmas, could be New Year, we will be celebrating 20 million downloads. And we know in terms of characters that there will be something to do with We Never Learn, with the introduction of a new Kirizu sensei. It technically could be a costume. We don't know, but I'm assuming it's a new unit. It's her in the costume she wears during the popularity poll results when she got #1, when she got like more votes than everyone else combined or something. She got an insane amount of votes. We're assuming that's a limited. We don't really know, but she is coming. And a new dual unit will come. Now I'm guessing the new dual unit is going to be part of the New Year stuff, and generally speaking, I think it might be similar to last year. We had the Feast of 1000, and that event kind of just rolled everything into one Christmas, New Year. It was all sort of part of the same event. New Year kind of had its own thing going on, because it was like a mini One Piece event, but it was all part of the same event overall. And we did also get limited Yuno and limited Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks in there. So, I will be doing a predictions video on this event at some point. However, this event is going to be big. How big, I don't know exactly. New Year is typically the big boy of events in the Jumputi calendar. Granted, we normally won't see anything like a Muso in there, but they tend to be very generous and they tend to introduce some limiteds that are very popular, very highly requested characters. So it's an interesting prospect, and these gacha lend to that idea by showing off some of the best units you can get. Some of the best units you can get. So I know people will be tempted to put on these. My golden rule with these banners is, if you are going to pull, if the temptation has got the better of you and you feel like, look, these banners are sick, I need to pull, the one rule you must follow: absolutely never summon on one of these banners if you have one of the units already. If, say for example, this banner, if you have Kurapika, don't pull on this banner. I know that could be like, that feels like a massive like cock block, because you're like, look at all these cool units, I got Kurapika. But listen, doing you a favor, because if you go 7 multis on this banner and you're guaranteed this Kurapika, you're going to be fuming. You are going to be fuming. Save yourself the chance of that happening. Just don't do it. Just don't do that to yourself. Same with any of these banners. Unless there is a character that for some reason you'd be happy getting a dupe level of, but I can't imagine there's any situation like that, you know, just because you could just feed them jewels. You don't need the dupe. So if you've got this banner, this blue banner, and you haven't got any of the units on there, 100% you can go for that. You've got 4 absolutely amazing units. Jotaro is maybe a bit more debatable in that respect, but generally speaking, very, very good banner. And the same with all of these, just bear that in mind. You have to be okay. Don't look at the banner for its best units. Look at the banner for its worst unit. You have to be okay with getting the worst unit on your 7th multi. If you are, go for it. If you're not, don't go for it. And that's about it. So, next up we have the popular tower gacha. Cut back down to 4 units. I swear it's normally like 5 or 6. Only 4 units this time. But, you may notice, they are all from 2021. So we have 4 2021 units. And you can get a guaranteed one on your 3rd multi. So we're slowly making that transition. They know that the ticket pool is going to be updated. They're trying to tempt you with standard gacha units. And this is quite tempting. But no, I will not be summoning on this. And I don't think anyone should, because new hero update start of next year. Just don't do it to yourself. Goku's coming back. If you like Goku, this is kind of the definitive Goku, so I'm not going to tell you not to summon, but I can't be summoning on returning limiteds just before Christmas. I can't do it. Tanjiro and Nezuko coming back. If you don't have a turn 4 double tapper, I guess you could go for them. But I mean, to be honest, I don't even use them, which is a shame because I really like Tanjiro and Nezuko. I don't even really use them that much, so probably give this one a skip. And then the stage play gacha. We don't have any info on this, but it appears to be for this. There's a Naruto stage play. You might have even seen the advert in game. It's in one of the tabs, one of the news tabs at the end. And it's like, yo, there's a Naruto stage play. Go and watch it live. Obviously, we're not in Japan here, so that's not going to happen. But even if I was in Japan, I don't think the idea of a Naruto stage play excites me that much. We do have some Naruto limiteds on there, and I absolutely not touching this gacha with a 10-foot pole unless you're giving away some free multis or something. You can fuck right off with that. Seiya's birthday limited gacha. If you're wondering, should I go for Seiya? If you are missing strong blue units or you are missing a limited weakener, absolutely an option for you. 100%. This is a very good gacha. You not only will get a guaranteed 7th sense Sayer on the 9th multi, but you will have a chance at getting the Sagittarius Gold Cloth Sayer on the way up to the 9th multi. At any point you could get him, you never know, and the first multi is free. So worst case scenario, you decide not to summon, that's okay guys, just do that one free multi. Maybe you get lucky, maybe you don't, but if you can be tempted, it's a nice gacha. It's a very nice gacha, and I do recommend, if you are missing either of those, certainly considering this gacha. And now we have something that is actually already out. Hero jewels are now available in the game. They're not like widely available. There's a couple of different places you can get them. The moment they just gifted us some. There were some intermediate missions added, which we'll talk about in a sec, and those gave some as well, but they're not like super available just yet. I was kind of hoping to see them, I don't know, they're here and about. Might be something start of January we see appearing in like the medal store, in the droplet store, whatever, because they are jewels that can only be used on hero grade characters. So they're like, there's upsides and downsides. It's good that these exist because you don't feel like you're wasting jewels if you're using them on a hero grade character now. The downside is a lot of the whales are going to use these on the PvP hero units, which is going to make PvP even more fun. But no, I think these are good. I'm glad they're in the game, and I hope they are easy to get. Right now, they're not that readily available, but I'm hoping down the line they will be. So it's cool that they're there. We have limited time only rank up rewards. Now this is fascinating because they do not drop this event that often. I think the last time they did this was for 3rd Annie, perhaps. I think it was for 3rd Annie, and you just get a shitload of rubies for reaching certain ranks. And even if you've already reached rank before, these come back, you get the rubies again. Personally, for me, I'm not hitting 450. It's never happening. Not before the end of December, which is when this starts. I've written 11:30 there. I don't know why I wrote that. It's actually the 14th of December this starts. So they've announced it on the 30th of November so that you have time to start leveling up. I think like story mode is ×2 EXP right now and stuff like that. So they're giving you the opportunity to start leveling up. The actual distribution will begin on the 14th of December. And the rubies, yeah, I'm not hitting 450. I'm probably not even hitting 420. But you know what? That's still a lot of rubies. So I'll happily take that. And that's bringing up an interesting point. I know they are typically more generous this time of year, but when they initially announced Muso, that was well over a year ago now. Is there any chance that there could be a Muso during this event? I don't think there will be, but it is a new type of event. We don't really know what to expect from it, like, pretty much at all. So I don't know. I don't know what to think. This is very generous though, and I'm very glad we're getting it. And good luck to everybody ranking up as much as they can, get as many rubies as they can. And then the last little generous bit they've done is the intermediate missions. Unfortunately, I cannot cover this for you right now. I will probably do a separate video on it. I'll probably do a news post on the website for it. But basically, they've added these missions that are a continuation from the beginner missions. The beginner missions give you a choice ticket. Now, these intermediate missions will give you a limited choice ticket. And that's cool. That is cool. However, the update didn't really work properly. And so some people have access to these missions and have already gotten their ticket and they've already gotten their new limited character. And other people, the tab's just not there. They are aware of this, and if you are one of the people who cannot access these missions, like me, I cannot access these missions, I can't cover them. They are working on it. There will probably be an app update within the next couple of days. they'll make these available. There's no time limit on these missions, so don't worry about it too much. It is a bit annoying, but it will be added. You will still get your reward. And yeah, there's some goodies in there. You get some rubies in there. You get hero jewels in there, and you obviously get the limited choice ticket. It's an early one. It's like, I think everything up to 1st anniversary, there or thereabouts. And you know, like I said, I'll talk about that in another video once I actually have access to it. But that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back with a batch review and obviously the intermediate missions once I can do them, and a bunch of other stuff. Got some other videos planned for the next couple of days, so look forward to that, and I will see you guys next time.